Hello, empaths. Welcome back. Do you realize that you transmute situations just by your presence, your high vibe essence, your powerful, positive intentions, and of course, all of the work that you've done on yourself for so many years, for so many lifetimes? It was all leading to this. You were born for such a time as this. And with your activated light codes, you are healing the status quo. You are changing situations, transmuting them, and you are recalibrating everything in your environment that's aligned with your path and your soul mission. You're elevating everything. You're elevating consciousness. You're helping the communities that you serve to heal. You're helping people, plants, animals, this entire planet shift its toxic, dysfunctional connection to the matrix. And you're helping all kinds of beings, all kinds of consciousness, all kinds of sentient beings transcend and ascend and heal and disconnect from what is toxic on this earth. You are such an incredible value creator, empath. You are truly, as a party of one, connected to the empath collective across this planet. You are assisting in elevating, healing this planet. You're helping the ascension process. You're an ascension ambassador, and you're helping people become free, those of their free will that choose to live a better existence. You are so significant, and I'm really truly being guided by my spirit team to encourage you and inspire you and to remind you how important you are. You are not insignificant. All of the work that you did on yourself to heal yourself wasn't for nothing. It's so important. And all of the roads that you've taken, all of the paths, the good, the bad, the ugly, the pain, the challenges, the suffering, it was all leading up to this now moment where you are an integral part of the planet's shift. So you are uplifting humanity. You are recalibrating the status quo, and you uplift humanity and you change the vibe by just being you, your authentic self, your shadow and your light merged in submission to your soul and to God and to the source, of all creation, recognizing that you have a soul plan and being committed to that and being intentional about that by just being your beautiful self, just showing up every day as your best version, remaining in the sanctuary of the heart, being meditative. All of these things are contributing to peace on earth. So welcome, dear ones. We're talking today about Empath Alchemy, specifically the pleasure principle. And just understand that you bring bliss and joy and peace and prosperity. You bring new perspective, a new outlook. You inspire hope, and you shift experiences. You transmute energy. You alchemize situations and help people achieve abundance and justice. And so you may say, well, how do I do that? How do I bring abundance? How do I bring justice? By being your highest vibe, by every day being intentional about who you are, by owning who you are as an empath of light, an ambassador, an earth angel, a starseed, a way shower, whatever name you want to give yourself. But you've answered the call. And just by showing up and being intentional about that and owning your power. You see, it was really important that we arrest our ego, okay? Because with the ego set aside and serving the soul, there's no obstacles, there's no hooks, there's no latches, there's no tethers, there's no cords or ties or attachments to get in the way of this work that we're doing, which is actually very sacred. We're peacekeepers, we're peacemakers, we're truth tellers. We are recreating the narrative of this planet. We are shifting the paradigms, and we are basically, holding the torch, and in a gentle, very subtle way, giving humanity the opportunity, if they choose of their own free will, to get on the right side of the light, to be on the winning team, and to bring peace on earth, and to just recalibrate. So you're super, super important. You have activated light codes. You have healing codes, honor codes, wisdom codes. I could go on and on. God codes, angel codes, source codes. There's so many codes that are within you. They were already embedded in your DNA, your molecular structure, your spiritual DNA. They've now been activated, dear ones, because of all of the work that you've done. And so now, even if you don't know which code you are extracting, which file from your, spiritual file folder you are activating at any given moment, you don't have to worry about that. Just lean on your spiritual team and be a beacon of light, knowing that you are an ascension ambassador and the right code will always be activated for the right situation. All you have to do is show up and shine your light. Your light is bright and you are glowing. You are the glow of God at this time in your life experience, and it's so beautiful. So, dear ones, I want to encourage you to just take a breath and step into the newness of you, step into the new magnetic energy, the new magnetic vibration that is available to you, that you are becoming, that you are embodying, that you are merging with. Allow the magnetic energy from the source, from God, from your soul team to match your physical experience and merge now with breath. Just receive, like Neo in the Matrix, just let it come in. Just take it. And in this new energy, in this new experience, in this emanation of owning who you are, know that you are magnetic and you are an alchemist. And you are here to alchemize pain into pleasure, into peace. You are here to inspire pleasure on this planet. And so consider the world's problems. Just for a moment, just take a breath. Consider all the world's problems. You don't have to think too hard. There's so many of them, right? Dear ones, would they even exist if everyone on the planet experienced pleasure on a regular basis? Just take another breath. Give yourself permission to remove old paradigms and mental constructs that no longer align or work, okay? Because sometimes people think life is hard. It has to be hard. That, and Gaia this planet is a school. Earth is school. It's the school of hard knocks for sure. There are hard lessons, but life doesn't have to always be hard. And this is really going against the grain when you consider there's poverty and there's war and we have racism and prejudice and we have all these problems, economic problems and all these issues on the planet. It's hard to fathom that it's not required, that it's not necessary. Do you know what I mean? It's hard to imagine that there could be peace on earth and that there could be a pleasure for everyone. It is possible, though. It is possible. It is attainable, but it's not going to happen just because of a wish, or for a dream or because of, wishful thinking or imagination. We have to activate it. So this is how we are different than the ways that we were before as empaths. In the past, we would pray and we would meditate and we would wish and hope for a better day one day. No, we've been activated. We are soldiers. We are angels. We are earth angels. We are ambassadors of light, and we're here to activate it. Now, there's two types of ambassadors. Some are the boots on the ground fighting, with the protesting. There's no judgment. They're protesting. They go on rants on social media. They are activating justice and judgment on the planet in a very vocal way. Most of us empaths are much more subtle. We're kind of in the background. We are praying, we are meditating, but we're transmuting energy. We're shifting the narrative in the spirit realms, in the higher realms. So we're here also as boots on the ground, but we're not fighting physically or fighting vocally. We're actually transmuting energy. We're alchemizing situations. We recognize our power and we're activating the light codes that are appropriate for any given situation. I believe that many of the empaths that are drawn to this channel and my way of conceptualizing the empath journey through a spiritual lens, based on what my guidance shares with me. I believe those of you that are drawn to this channel, you are also feeling more called to be in the background. That doesn't mean you don't do things. You know what I mean? You might help children, you might help homeless, you might help poor people and older people, and you may do physical things on the planet, coach children and, do all kinds of mentoring and things like that, of course. But what I mean is the bulk of your work is in the background through prayer, through meditation, through embodying the light of the divine God, creator, source, letting it shine through you at such a high vibration, at such a high frequency that it literally shifts the narrative and the paradigms immediately. I believe that is who is mostly drawn to this channel. So imagine, dear ones, using your light, activating all the light codes, using your high vibration and frequency to dismantle war and pain and problems and activate the pleasure principle in your community, in the lives of all of the beings that you encounter every day, from the grocery store to the gas station, your neighbors, the postal workers, the people that take out your trash, your job, everyone. Imagine activating the pleasure principle. Imagine carrying the pleasure principle within you, allowing it to seep out of your cells and your organs and all of your body systems and your pores. Imagine your pheromones to be submerged with the pleasure principle, and imagine that is what you bring to this life, pleasure. Imagine your whole being, your whole glow, your voice, when you speak, when you pray, when you meditate, when you laugh, when you dance, when you're cooking, when you're shopping. Imagine activating the pleasure principle and allowing it to just go out into the ends of the earth, all of the directions that are aligned with your soul purpose and your soul path. Imagine being a beacon of light in such a way that you activate joy and pleasure in replacement of the pain and the problems. So when I talk about activating the pleasure principle, what my guidance is sharing is that we're not talking about pleasure in a hedonistic way. Okay, we're not talking about lust and sex parties and things like that. Drugs. We're not talking about the lower aspect or the lower version of pleasure. We're talking about an angelic sense of pleasure. So unlike the Freudian perspective, so Sigmund Freud, so interesting, the father of psychology, right? That's what they say. Some people say. He had some interesting ideas about pleasure. He felt like pleasure was something that people go to in order to avoid pain. And while that may be true, that could absolutely be true, that's still a lower vibrational perspective of what pleasure is. The higher perspective, in a divine sense, is what is actually needed to transmute the energy on this planet and create peace on Earth. It's not about avoidance of pain, it's actually about transmutation of energy. So when we transmute the energy, then there's recalibration and ultimately healing, because we're anchoring the pleasure principle within us, and then therefore it can manifest without us. Okay? So in a state of grounded spirituality, spiritual perspective, spiritual pleasure, the spiritual perspective of spiritual pleasure can emerge. And there's no need, if we're embodying spiritual pleasure, there's actually no need for greed or competition or sex trafficking or anything toxic. So take a nice deep breath in through the nose, out through the nose. Try and relax the shoulders down away from the ears if you can. Just open your vessel. Just imagine you're a beacon of light, you're a vessel, an ambassador of the divine. So just take that breath. On your inhales, take in all that is possible from your spiritual guidance team, from the source of creation, from God. Allow it to fill your entire being. Fill your entire being with breath. Cells, organs, all your body systems, your veins, your ligaments, your bones, your bone marrow, your blood. Just fill yourself with divine light. And now, when you're ready, on your exhale, next exhale, push that light out into the community. Envelop yourself and your community and your mission assignments, your family, your friends, everyone around you in the vicinity with light. So imagine a bubble of light around all beings that you are connected to. Beautiful, safe, luminous bubble of light that comes directly from the source of creation and existence. Envelop everyone, every situation, everything, all your pets, all the animals, all of the people, everyone, all of the people that have been victims of war or crime, war crimes, or sex trafficking, or child abuse of any kind, any injustice that's taking place on the planet. Envelop it in light. Keep breathing. And in this space, surrounded by your entire spiritual team, your angels, teachers, mentors, spirit guides, of course, God, creator, the source of everything, all of existence that exists in the highest realms of pure love and light in a divine way. Imagine being witnessed and supported as we embody light, as we emanate light, and as we envelop all situations, circumstances, and people that are near and dear to our hearts or connected to us in any way as part of our sacred soul spiritual mission assignment. So in this space with this beautiful light, and you can decide, is it shimmery, is it gold, is it diamond light, is it, a bright white light, does it have hints of blue or green or pink? You decide, yellow, gold, red, whatever works for you, whatever feels luminous and powerful. Allow that light to come from you. Allow it to come from the source of creation into you, and then from you, enveloping all of your mission assignments. And in this space, imagine this. Every single person, every single experience has more than enough of everything. Just breathe that in, and just for a moment, allow our empath collective to have the same vibe, the same intention, the same imagining. Everyone across the planet, everyone, the good, the bad, the ugly, even the nefarious beings, imagine everyone has everything. They have more than enough. Everyone has every single thing that they need and genuinely experiences a sense of well-being, wholeness, and peace as a result of lacking nothing, as a result of having everything. Now, of course, that's going to be different for all of us. But imagine having a sense of peace, well-being, a sense of love, a sense of pleasure, a sense of joy, because every single need is met and there's no lack. And in this space, imagine being able to be excited about your neighbor getting a blessing or a promotion or a gift or a new house or a new car. Imagine everyone on the planet vibing the same excitement and joy, happiness, genuine, sincere happiness for everyone's accomplishments, everyone's successes, everyone's wins. This is peace on earth. It's the pleasure principle. Imagine everyone enveloped in light, everyone having all their needs met, more than enough, and at peace. Because you can have things, right? You can have material blessings on this earth and be a tortured soul. The material blessings aren't necessarily what bring the peace. You can have material things, external things, but at the end of the day, they're just things, right? The cars, the jewelry, the everything. All those experiences are wonderful. They're frosting, they're speckles, up to your life. They're the extra, and they're wonderful to experience. But if you don't have peace of mind, if you don't have connection to your divine team, the source of creation, if you're not really in God flow and working with the spirit realms, the higher spirit realms, okay, not the lower ones, but the higher spirit realms, if you're not launching from light moment by moment with every intention, then your life is going to be lackluster. There will come a point where the material things don't necessarily bring joy or peace. In fact, you could be miserable. You could be depressed and have lots of material things. So we are imagining eradicating that. We're imagining eradicating lack and pain and suffering. And we are imagining everyone having all that they need for internal peace, well-being, and love and light and wholeness. We're activating the pleasure principle within us. We're embodying it and we're emanating it so that those within the vicinity, those within our communities can also experience the pleasure principle. Let's take a nice deep breath. And if you're able to envision that, even if just for a moment, even if just for a few seconds, you can imagine that bliss, that beauty. If you choose, say, and so it is. And know that you are magnetic, and know that you are an alchemist, and know that you can have whatever you want. You can manifest whatever you want. You can manifest peace on earth if that is your true intention. And so it is. So, dear ones, if there's no lack, there is complete satisfaction on all levels from the inside out. And in the absence of pain and suffering, there is first a feeling of relief, an experience of relief, and then there's joy, and then there's peace. Peace alleviates the need for war and treachery. This is why it's so imperative, dear ones, as empaths, that we activate peace on earth, that we embody all of the light codes that we were gifted, and that we activate peace on earth so that we can eliminate war and treachery and all of the nefarious agendas on the planet. How can you alleviate suffering and replace it with pleasure? It begins with you. It begins with setting an intention. It begins with receiving the light within yourself, being so aware and so clear that you are the ambassador of this light, and then carrying the torch into the communities and situations that you are responsible for, that you've been assigned to, and then reflecting that light, allowing that light to exude from you so that the pleasure principle can be experienced by others. Making sure that you are experiencing the pleasure and holding the vibration of pleasure moment by moment, 24 hours a day, even in your sleep, balances out your energies within you and without you. And then by being intentional to share the pleasure principle with others, then a portal is offered to the world, to the community that you work with, so that they also can heal. While embarking on your mission assignments this lifetime, do your best to transmute everything that you can. Be intentional about that. If a situation needs help, if a situation needs to be recalibrated or shifted or changed, be a party of one. If it's aligned, if your soul structure, your soul team says yes, they give you the go. If they say all systems go, then be intentional. Every day transmute something. Every day shift something. Every day elevate something. Every day help something ascend into higher light. Do that with your smile. Do that with your eyes. Do that with your prayers. Do that with your emotions. Do that with your affirmations. Do that with your positive statements. Do that with the way that you carry yourself, the way that you dress, the way that you embody the light of the divine. Be an ambassador of God, moment by moment, every day. Every second of the day, even in your sleep, allow your subconscious and your conscious and your spirit to work together to reflect the light of the divine, and you will transmute and transmute and transmute and transmute and shift all kinds of experiences and paradigms on this planet. So if it is aligned with your path, heal every single thing that is possible, remotely possible, even a crumb of possibility. If it exists for you to help it heal and shift, do your part to create peace on earth. Master the pleasure principle, dear ones. Embody pleasure. The pleasure principle is one of the files that was activated within your light codes and your healing codes. All you have to do is extract it. And when you feel like, well, I don't know how to do that. How do I do that? Take a nice deep breath, invite your team in, remind them, I am an ambassador of light, I'm an earth angel, I'm a star seed, I'm a way shower, my intention is love and to create peace on earth. And now I choose to be magnetic and activate all of the light codes that are necessary for me to transmute anything in my experience at this now moment. So since we're talking about the pleasure principle, as I get ready to close, perhaps listen to Janet Jackson's song, The Pleasure Principle. You may be familiar with that song, you might like it. Maybe play it and dance. And then after you dance to the song, jump, maybe look at the video, watch her jumping around. She's so cool back then. She's so cool. She's still very cool. I love Janet. But after you play the song, if you feel called, meditate and call in the integration of this principle in such a powerful way that it serves the highest good of all on this planet and beyond. And dear ones, I'm getting ready to end this talk. Finesse your energy in 2024 so that you can play with all of the codes that you downloaded in 2023. Practice constantly until you become a master manifester of peace within your community and your experience. I'm going to leave it here for now. I'm sending you so much love and light from my heart to your heart, my soul structure, the spiritual team that I work with. I honor you. We honor you. We honor your light. We honor your spiritual team, your lineage, your ancestors, the divine higher beings that you work with, your path, your service work on this planet and beyond. All of your prayers, all of your intentions are honored. You are seen, you are known, you are blessed, you are divinely supported, you are divinely protected, and you are loved. So until we get up and meet again, so much love and light to you, so much respect, so many blessings. I'll see you again.